I never talk about private and personal. I don't share much with you. In the social media, I do not talk about myself. I don't give you information. I just share with you the intelligence, getting you from A to B. It's about you. It's not about me. Um, by the tone of my voice, you should hear. You should understand that I know what I'm talking about. You have all kinds of intellectual capacities in your human body to see how they talk and to see how they carry themselves. To, and compare that to what you see and hear. Then you hear it, that there's a different energy inside of me. And then it's up to your intelligence to question, how did I accumulate that? Right? Why can't they have the power? Right? Why are they afraid? Right? So if you're an intelligent human being, I don't need to peacock. I don't need to show status symbols. I don't need to talk about myself. If you're intelligent, you will hear. All right? It's just the way how intelligent people work. The more intelligent you are, the less information you need to make a decision, because you can process information faster. Most people need to see money to believe that you're rich. But intelligent people know that those who are rich don't want you to know that, because people of value don't want to attract garbage, gold diggers and glory hunters, right? So I'm not going to continue in this. What I want to do is spend the next 8 minutes to show you the 4 lessons of a holy man. I served as public servant in the church from 2014 until 2022. So I've encountered countless, in many nations, countless of experiences in name of Jesus Christ, addressing other people. And some of these people are intelligent. So they brought me very intelligent issues. And I'm going to present you the 4 most impactful understandings that you as a person need to hear, in my opinion, as man of God. The things you need to hear to make your life decent, all right, in a holy way. So I'm not saying I'm a holy man or a saint or anything like that to glory before you. That's not what I'm doing here. I'm no longer doing this job. I stepped out, okay? It's not about getting you to believe something. No, it's about showing you what the level of intelligence is, so you index it properly, all right? So, first story. A woman, a lady worked in the explosives, the ministers of the parliament, they have police officers that check the cars for bombs. Okay, this one worked in that department, and this person was confronted with Islam. So the police need to go into the church, into the synagogue, and into the mosque. So being a Christian, this individual was not so happy with this, being forced to respect a foreign religion in the system of accepted religion, whereby this individual kind of became a little bit radical. So the individual saw me doing the public service, walking up to me, telling me all the problems. I don't know how to read the Bible. It is 1,000 pages. It's unimaginable. I can't get it done. And I replied to her and said, chop it down. If you have an agenda every year, as soon as 65 days, if you read 2 pages a day, you can read 700 pages a year. That's how you do it. These type of interactions. So she showed me her new iPhone. And I was like, no, that's cool. So you can afford a new iPhone. Yeah, every year I get that. This is the teaching. So sure, if you go get a degree and you do the things how you're supposed to do it, you get yourself a nice position in society, like this individual I'm speaking of. Yeah, then you can buy the approved gadget, the iPhone. You can afford that. However, every year, how long does an iPhone last? It is good quality, right? It easily lasts 3 to 4 years. And the average consumer does not need every single update spend $1,000 or more on getting that 0.3 megapixels more. Right? So as a Christian spending €1,000, how many homeless people can you feed if you do not buy that iPhone every year, but every second year? Right? So the lesson is, even the upper, call it semi-elites, people who can think, people who can accomplish things, they have difficulty reading the Bible, and they have difficulty understanding the value of money. Money is just a tool to get the experience. They don't actually evaluate the money, what it's really worth. That's what you're going to learn. The money you're spending, what is it truly worth? And what can you do with that money? And is it worth it if you compare it to other things? Lesson number 1. Lesson number 2. A gentleman was drinking coffee with all kinds of chemicals, some kind of a powder. I don't drink that kind of stuff. And he had so much headaches and stuff. And I was the priest, and the man go like, "What do you think, priest?" And I said, "Maybe, show me that stuff you're consuming every fucking day." And I was like, "Stop this powder stuff. There's some warning on the back of the thing that it's chemical. Stop this shit." The man stopped the shit. But he said, "This priest want to control my diet." Nope. And the man stopped it, and he felt a lot better. People are not aware that what they consume affects their physical body. Lesson number 2. And the moment you start telling them this, they go like, "You want to control me." It's a powerful force to overcome. Become aware that if you feel bad, that maybe there's something you're consuming that you should take away out of your diet, and maybe you'll get an improved situation in your life. Okay, lesson number 3, same individual. When God gives me a wife, I will serve him. They want to have the reward before the job. So you think that God will just put a chain around the neck of a woman, present that woman in front of some crappy loser who destroyed his own life in his sins and hypocrisies and nonsense, and then just get a woman to step in that garbage and then just walk with that loser, and then that loser will consider serving God? Lesson number 4. Fuck your entitlement. First work, then your fucking reward. Dare it not to be like that guy. And then the last lesson, ladies and gentlemen. This one is kind of obvious. So highly intelligent people, so stuck up in their own highly intelligent mind, do not understand that not everyone has been gifted with intelligence, and they start to talk this high and mighty intelligence to them. And they're not born for that. They don't think that deeply. So keep it simple. It's the art to convert difficult things in simplicity. Their attention span is really short. There was this man, he spent 40 years of his life walking around with signs, with books on it. He became really famous in the neighborhood, in the city, but nobody have ever understood his message. He failed to communicate. The final lesson: learn to communicate. Talk their language. Convert it in the way that they understand it. Yeah, you understand it. The real mastery is making them understand it. That's the 4th lesson. What you need to understand when you communicate with them. They are the recipient of the intelligence.